Get ready with me for a YouTube video. A fun little fact about me, I have been doing social media stuff for the past 7 years. By the way, this is the Tizo 3 primer sunscreen recommended by my dermatologist because you should only have titanium dioxide and zinc oxide in your sunscreen. I always say if you're not using sunscreen, don't even bother with a skincare routine. Anyway, I started my social media career blogging. I was a new mom and needed something for myself and decided to stay home. I went all out and it grew pretty quickly. I was writing super vulnerable articles about motherhood and marriage, and they started getting picked up by magazines like Relevant and Focus on the Family, Better Homes and Gardens, and all kinds of posts. So then I was like, well, I would like to speak more. So I started a podcast, and it was called the Milk and Honey Podcast. Up, I think, at number 8 on the iTunes charts when we first launched. I grew from there. Then we had like a little bit of a tiff. Things didn't go as smoothly as I'd hoped, and we decided to go our separate ways. That's when I started the Living Easy podcast. The Living Easy podcast hit over 2 million downloads, which has just been amazing. But one thing I've always been so intimidated by is YouTube. Honestly, I've been intimidated by everything I've done, everything I've started, I haven't wanted to do. By the way, this is the NYX color stick. I swear by it. This color is actually a little too dark for me because I haven't tanned in a while. And then I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, which I swear is the best concealer of all time. After launching the podcast and having that do well, I ended up creating 3 courses in 2 years, which I was also intimidated by, which allowed me to retire my husband and allow him to stay home and brought in a very solid income. So if you're looking for a sign to do the things you're most afraid of, this is your sign today, because you have to stop overthinking at some point. Also, these are the Hidden Crown hair extensions, the clip-ins. I always use a little Olaplex oil because my hair gets so frizzy. This helps to tone it down a little bit. I'm the most disorganized person. Like, if you saw my vanity right now, it is such a cluster. And this little guy has been a saving grace, which reminds me I forgot to do a whole bunch of my makeup. I love using this NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk for just as like a little mini highlighter. All this stuff is linked on my Amazon storefront, by the way. As you may or may not know, the Rare Beauty blush is the longest lasting makeup I've ever had. The smallest amount, and it has a ton of pigment. If you guys haven't seen it yet, Justin Bieber performed with Kid Laroi and did like an acoustic version of Stay. I cannot get it out of my head. It's so good. I'm gonna love him for the rest of my life. Okay, wish me luck. First official YouTube video, like official YouTube video. It's gonna be chaos, but we're gonna do it anyway.